Grace and peace to you, and welcome to Trusting God at All Times, the daily devotion of Peakland United Methodist Church here in Lynchburg, Virginia. I'm Reverend Joe Kalis, the pastor here. Last week, I started answering some questions about myself and asked you to send me your questions. I've got two today. Andrew Camarda asks, what is your favorite thing to cook? Not necessarily eat, but to cook. Excellent question. My favorite thing to cook, but not really to eat, is beef stroganoff. It's a simple dish. I put the meat and the seasonings in the crock pot, let it cook through the day, and then add a sour cream sauce over it before I serve it to the family. It's not my favorite dish to eat, but I like cooking it because my family likes to eat it. My favorite thing to cook and eat is beef burgundy. I use my Dutch oven for that, and it takes some more time to prepare, but I use fresh rosemary from my garden, brown the beef and let it stew over a couple of hours in the oven, and serve it with some homemade mashed potatoes. It's fantastic to cook and to eat, and even better the second day. That's my favorite thing to cook and eat. I was asked, what is my feeling and position on marriage between members of the LGBTQ community? That's a very big question and a divisive one for us United Methodists today. I've had both progressive folks and traditional folks leave a congregation because of this issue. How we live with one another and how we are church together when we disagree is important to me. I hope we can treat each other with respect and with kindness and keep wrestling with our differences, with all of our differences, and still be church together. We can disagree and worship Christ and be in ministry together. That's a church that I want to be a part of. A few years ago, a gay couple were members of the church where I was the pastor. They were pillars in the church. One served on the staff parish relations committee. One was a church trustee. They had been partners for years and owned and operated a local business. When they were allowed to get married, they asked me, their pastor, to preside at their wedding in their church. The United Methodist denomination says that I am not allowed to preside at LGBTQ weddings, and if I break that law, then I can be charged and fired as a United Methodist pastor. Nevertheless, I asked permission from the bishop at the time to preside at their wedding, and I was denied. My two church members decided they did not want to fight. They wanted a wedding and a marriage. So they uninvited me from presiding and invited me to attend the wedding as a guest and to give the blessing over the meal, which the Virginia Annual Conference Chancellor indicated I was allowed to do without violating church law. The two of them stopped attending. I'm sorry for that. I look forward to the day when I can offer all the blessings of church life to all people who seek to follow Christ. You may disagree with that. I respect that. I hope we can still be church together. Keep sending me your questions. Thanks be to God.
Every Saturday morning, Pastor Joe has a devotional just for kids. It's a wonderful way to start the day with the family. That devotional, along with all the rest of our devotionals, is available from 7 o'clock on. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.